Welcome to this full 45-minute Pilates session. Let's get going. Right. So standing tall, feet parallel, ankle, knees and hips in line. Engage the core, so lower abs, hips, glutes, pelvic floor. Pull it all up as tight as you can. Release it a little bit so you can still breathe, then relax the shoulders and relax the knees. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. We're going to look to the left, centre and right, centre, left, centre, right. Bring it back to centre. Look up to the ceiling, down through the centre, chin to chest. Look up to the ceiling, down through the centre, chin to chest. Look up to the ceiling, down through the centre, chin to chest. Bring the head back to neutral. Arms come out wide. Relax the shoulders down away from the ears. Really reach through the fingertips, staying tall through the body. Rotate the palms up. Imagine that air's heavy and lift up. Rotate, push back down. Rotate, up. Rotate, down. Rotate, up. Rotate, down. Rotate, up. Rotate, down. Last two, rotate, up. Rotate, down. Last one, rotate, up. Rotate, down. Rotate the palms forward, reach forward and rotate, push back. Rotate, forwards, rotate, back. Rotate, forwards, rotate, back. Rotate and push back. One more. Bring the arms down, shoulder roll. Side bend, so really push the hip out to the side, reach across with the fingertips. Bring it back up through the centre and take it the other way. Keep breathing, soft knees. Keep those shoulders relaxed. Last one. Lift back up. Shoulder roll. So keeping the core engaged, squeeze the glutes to stop the pelvis rotating. Arms come out wide, relax them down away from the ears and rotate and look down the back arm. Bring it back to centre, take it the other way. Okay, we'll do one more each side, then we'll release the glutes and allow the pelvis to rotate further round, working further down the back. One more each side. Bring it back to centre, arms come down, shoulder roll, and another one. So standing on the left leg, standing tall, we're going to lift the right knee and take it out to the side and open out the hip. One more. Change sides. Try and keep the shoulders relaxed. One more. Come back onto the left leg. Rotation, wrist and ankle. Change direction. And flexion, point and flex. Bring the foot back down, change sides, rotation. Change direction. And flexion, point and flex. Bring the feet back to parallel. Ankle, knees and hips in line, core engaged. Going to lift up through the toes. Reach up through the fingertips till you feel the rib cage lift, but relax the shoulders down away from the ears. Really get those heels high. Then as slow as you can, come back down through the feet. Lift the toes, push the hands back. Go again. Keep breathing, keep those shoulders relaxed. Two more. Last one. Okay, relax the upper body. We're now going to go and work a little bit, work on the feet. I'll just change the camera. Okay, standing tall. We're just going to lift the big toe, put it down, 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 lift the big toe, put it down. This time lift the big toe, keep it lifted, and we're going to lift and lower the smaller toes. Last one. Okay, Mexican wave with the toes. So big toe, next one, all the way to the little one, spreading them wide and bring them back down. Really stretch the feet. And we're going to scrunch the toes under and stretch them wide. Let's scrunch under, stretch them wide, scrunch them under, stretch them wide, scrunch them under, stretch them wide. One more, scrunch them under, stretch them wide. And we're going to push onto the toes and the tops, toes and tops, toes and tops. Change sides, toes and tops, toes and tops, toes and tops. Change sides, inside edge, outside edge, inside edge, outside edge, inside edge, outside edge. Change sides, inside edge, outside edge, inside edge, outside edge, inside edge, outside edge, and bring the feet back to parallel. Fab. I'll just change the camera back. Okay, so standing tall through the body. core engaged. Sweep the arms up so the arms are up by the ears. Really make sure those shoulders are back, reaching up through the fingertips. Relax the neck and shoulders so the head stays in neutral. Legs and feet, hip distance apart. And we're going to push back with the bum. Try and keep the knees above the ankles, keep the belly button in, and breathe. Feel the stretch through the back. Then we're going to push through the feet, squeeze the glutes, and come back up. Go again. Really keep those arms as high as you can. Don't allow the knees to come together. Push through the feet, squeeze the glutes, come back up. Go again. Push through the feet, squeeze the glutes, come up. Again, keep those arms nice and high, really reaching through the fingertips. Head and neck stay in neutral. Push through the feet, squeeze the glutes, come up. Lift up. Push the bum back. Keep those arms high. Push through the feet, squeeze the glutes, come up. 2 more. Push through the feet, squeeze the glutes, come up. 2 more. Push through the feet, squeeze the glutes. Last one. Push through the feet, squeeze the glutes, come back up. Bring the arms out in front. Make sure the elbows slightly lower than the shoulders. We're just going to take them out wide. Squeeze those shoulder blades together and bring them back. Take them out wide. Bring them back together. Two more. Last one. Okay, this time we're going to take them out wide. And then we're going to reach up. Then bring them back down, drawing back down with the elbows. Take them up. And lift them down. Lift them down. Pull them down. Two more. Okay, bring the arms down, shoulder roll. Okay, take the arms out to the side, 3 big circles back. And 3 forwards. And 3 back on the other side. And 3 forwards. Okay, both hands, 3 back. Really reaching out with the fingertips. And we're going to go for 3 forwards. You're waking up those shoulders. Okay, shoulder rolls. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit of work on the hip flexors. So stepping back into a lunge. Make sure the feet are hip distance apart. Front knees above the ankle. The back heels off the mat, and we sink the weight down through the center. So you should feel the stretch through the front of that hip flexor. Keep the chest nice and open. So body's nice and upright. Sink that weight through the center to feel the stretch. Keep breathing. If that's enough of a stretch, stay there. Otherwise, we're going to lift the arms and reach up through the fingertips. Again, if that's enough of a stretch, stay there. Otherwise, to extend the stretch, we just take the fingertips across to the left. Extend the stretch down through that right-hand side. Keep breathing. Head and neck staying neutral. Cores engaged. Bring it back to center. Sweep the arms down. Step forward. Step back with the left leg. So right knees above the ankle. Left heels off the mat. We sink the weight through the center till you feel the stretch through the front of that hip flexor. If you need to, just nudge the foot back a little to get the wider stance. Core engaged, shoulders open, shoulders nicely stretching back, down away from the ears. If that's enough of a stretch, stay there. Otherwise, arms come up by the ears and we reach. And to extend the stretch, we take the fingertips to the right, still keeping the weight through the center. Keep the shoulders relaxed, head and neck staying neutral. Keep breathing. Bring it back to center. Bring the arms down, step forward, shoulder roll. So standing on the left leg, we're going to do circles with the knee. So if you need to hold on to something, please do. We're just going to do big circles with the knee, open up the hip joint. We'll do 5 in one direction, then we'll do 5 in the other. Change sides. Trying to get as big a circle as you can. You do 5 in one direction, then change direction, do 5 in the other. Okay. So from here, we're going to come down into box and we'll do a little bit more on lower back, hips and legs. So make sure the knees are underneath hips and the knees are hip distance apart. Just a thought, when we do the exercises and when we lift one of the legs, make sure that when you bring it down in between exercises, that your knees are still hip distance apart. Quite often when people are doing the exercises, they start off like this, but then as we change leg and things like that, the knees get closer and closer together, which is going to affect your balance. So make sure the knees stay hip distance apart. So pushing through the hands, make sure the arms are active. So you're pushing through the whole of the hand, not just through the heel of the hand. And we're pushing the chest away from the mat. The chest should be nice and open, head and neck staying neutral, core engaged. Okay, so just take a breath there. So we're going to lift the right knee. And as we lift the right knee, try not to allow the body to drop over to the left. So if you find you're tipping to the left a lot, then please don't lift the right knee quite so high. Change sides. Keep breathing, neck stays neutral. Bring the knee back down. Just push back into child pose just to give the wrists a break. And lift back up. If at any point it's too uncomfortable on the wrist, you can always come into fists and hold it from there. So this time, we're going to bring the knee in. We're going to arch the back, bring the knee in, drop the head towards the knee, and then take the leg up behind, keeping the knee bent, and look up in front. So the rest of the body should stay nice and stable. Don't rush this. Keep breathing. Two more this side. Put that knee down. Change sides. Bring the left knee in. Head drops towards the knee. And we lift up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep breathing. 8, 9, 10. Put the knee down, push back into child pose, give the wrists a break. So remember, child pose is an active stretch. So reaching forward with the fingertips, pushing back with the tailbone, feel the stretch across the shoulders, down the top of the arms and the upper back. Keep breathing. If you want a deeper stretch when we do this, if you just take the knees slightly wider and you can drop the chest between the knees, just gives you a slightly deeper stretch across the shoulders and through the upper back. Okay, bring it back up into box. So just check knees are hip distance apart. Arms are shoulder width apart, core's engaged. So back's nice and stable, neck nice and long. Okay, we're going to lift the right arm, left leg. So option 1, lift and just touch the fingertips and the toe down to the mat. Or we reach up and lift and stretch through. Keep the rest of the body nice and balanced. Core engaged, keep breathing. Then slow and in control, bring them back down to the mat. And take left arm, right leg. Again, either just touching down to the mat or lifting up and stretching, keeping the torso steady. Slowly bring it down to the mat. Keep going. So if you want to extend this further, as we stretch out, we reach out and keeping the body stable, keep the body still. We take the arms and legs off to the diagonal. Bring them back to center and then bring them back down. Keep that torso stable, keep the core engaged, shoulders relaxed, keep breathing. Keep it going. One more each side. Push back to child pose. Reach forward with the arms, push back with the tailbone. And lift back up. If it's getting too much on the wrists, we can drop down to forearms for this one. If you're going to be on forearms, make sure the elbows are underneath shoulders and the arms coming out straight in front. Core engaged. Relax the shoulders, so don't allow the shoulders to come up by the ears. Still keep the neck nice and long. This is either from forearms or back into box. You choose. Right leg goes out behind. Really stretch it long, point with the toes. Circle. Make sure the circle's coming from the hip. Change direction. Then the rest of the body should be nice and stable. Core engaged, shoulders relaxed, no tension in the neck. Okay, bring the knee down. Change sides, stretch out the left leg nice and long. Really reach, circle. Make sure the knee you just put down is underneath the hip. Change direction. Okay, bring that knee down. So just check the knees are hip distance apart. We're going to take the right leg out to the side. Then we're going to sweep it up and over to the outside of the left leg. So you're drawing a big arc with the foot. Really working the hips and lower back, glutes, as well as the inner and outer thigh muscles. Keep breathing. Again, this can be done on forearms if the wrists have had enough. As you lift the leg, try not to drop the left leg to the left. It needs to stay nice and stable. 2 more on this side. Change leg. Take it out to the side. Lift it up and across, as big an arc as you can get. Two more. Bring that knee down, push back into child pose. We've got one more up on the wrists, and then we'll change posture. Okay, lift back up. So just move the weight across the wrist, taking it side to side. Just loosening the wrists, and then forwards and backwards. Then circles. Other direction. Okay, bring it back to center. Cat stretch, so scoot the belly button up towards the spine. Arch the back, tuck the tailbone down towards the knees. Drop the head and look towards the knees. So really pull those shoulder blades apart, lifting the chest away from the mat. Then we're going to release and allow the belly button to drop towards the mat. Drop the chest towards the mat as we squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lift the tailbone up towards the ceiling and look ahead. So working your spine through its full range of motion. Then lift it back up. Open up the shoulder blades, pull the chest away from the mat. To the tailbone down towards the knees. And drop the head and look between the legs. Release it. So release the belly button towards the spine. Drop the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Tailbone goes up towards the ceiling. So really thinking about moving each vertebrae one at a time. So 3 more times in each direction in your own time. Remember to keep breathing. Once you've done the last ones, just bring yourself round to sitting. Okay. Few wrist circles. And then just stretch the wrists and the other one. And take them both out in front, make a fist, and take both the fists to the right and then to the left. That's it. Okay. Sitting tall through the body. Relax the shoulders. Legs straight. Flex the toes in towards us. Imagine there's a beach ball on your knee, and we're going to bring the arms around the ball. Scoot the belly button in. Concave the body. Pull those shoulder blades apart. Really reach around the ball. Then point the toes and lift up and open the chest. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Don't throw the neck back, neck stays in neutral. Pull the toes in and bring the ball back round. Bring the arms back round the ball. Really pull the arms apart. Point the toes. Open up the chest. Okay, bring it round. The ball's really big now. Really trying to stretch around that ball. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Open up those shoulder blades. Scoot the belly button in. Point the toes away. Lift. Open wide. Bring it round. Point. And stretch. Okay, last one. Okay, we're going to fold forward. Now, instead of just folding forward and arching the back, we're going to keep the back straight. So bend the knees, straight back, and just reach forward with the back staying straight. So just reach. So feel the stretch through the back, all the way through the shoulders, and just reach forward. And release it back up. Again, don't roll the back. So keep the core engaged. Come forward. And just bring the body weight forward. Keep that back straight. Release. One more. Make sure you breathe in, take a breath in, breathe out. Reach forward, keep that back straight. And release. That's it for the mat work. In your own time, if you'd like to come back up to standing. Okay, standing tall through the body. Make sure the feet are parallel. Ankle, knees and hips in line. Core engaged. So imagine that strings on the head lifting you up really tall. Roll the shoulders back. Soft knees. And just take a breath there. So think about the correct standing posture. Okay, putting the weight onto the left leg. We're going to come into tree pose. So foot's either just touching down, just above the ankle or above the knee. Don't allow this left hip to drop to the side. Tall through the body. And we're going to lift up and hold. Bring the arms down. Bring the leg down. Change sides. Lift up tall through the body. Relax the shoulders. Bring the arms down. Bring the leg down. Shoulder roll. Standing on the left leg, we're going to take the right leg out to the side. So really stretch, lift up through the body, spread the arms wide, really reach. So really open out the body. Lift up out of the left hip. If we're standing on the left leg, we're tipping left. So lift the right leg off the mat to get the balance there first. Then we're going to tip into star and hold. And breathe. Bring it back down. Change sides, standing on the right leg. Left leg goes out to the side, reaching wide. I'm going to keep that chest nice and open. Lift the left leg, get the balance there first, then tip to the right and hold. Don't lock the right knee. You should have a slight soft bend in the knee, helping keeping you balanced. Keep breathing. Slowly bring it back down. Shoulder roll. Okay, keeping the core engaged. Standing on the left leg, imagine you've got a pin through the hip. And we're just going to pivot forward. Now, depending on space, you can either bring the arms forward, Superman, or out wide as aeroplane. So imagine the pins through the hips, soft bend in the left leg, take the right leg out behind, drop the chest to the mat. Scoot the belly button in, keep breathing. Neck and shoulders stay relaxed. Slowly bring it back up. Change sides. Stand on the right leg, really lifting up out of the hip. Imagine this pins through the hips. We pivot forward. Chest drops down towards the mat. Keep breathing. Bring it back up. Shoulder roll. Okay, tall through the body. Interlink the fingers, push them away. Really lift up. Side bend. Center. Side bend. Center. Rotation. Center. Rotation. Center. Bring the arms together. Interlink them behind the back, push them away. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Release the hands, give them a shake. Arms a shake, feet and legs a shake. Everything a shake. That's it. Thank you ever so much for joining me. Lovely to see you all. I'll unmute you now. If you enjoyed that Pilates workout, I've made you a special playlist.